Alright, we welcome you live to the Season 3 NASCAR iRacing FedEx League Schedule Rundown. So, we are officially alive and up and running here tonight. So, usually, it's a bit different than what we usually do for the league here. No on-track action tonight, obviously, as it is now this off-season, middle of Season 2 and Season number 3. And yeah, we're going to be going through all of the league schedules. So, what we got for you tonight is the preseason Thunder schedule. Well, actually, we're going to go through how we're going to go through them on the stream here tonight. So we're going to start off with the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series schedule for season number 3. We'll look through all the lap counts, the dates, all that stuff. We'll then head on to the NASCAR Xfinity Series schedule, NASCAR iRacing FedEx Xfinity Series season 3 schedule. So I'm going to be explaining like the different dates that some of the races are going to be on, then different dates than normal, and then some of the new races and stuff like that. Then we got the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Truck Series schedule, the Triple Truck Trophy for season number 3, that 3-race schedule. Then we got the Speed Week schedule for season 3. We got a couple new races and sessions there. And then obviously for the final thing of the stream, the preseason Thunder schedule for Cup and Xfinity. We'll look through that. So yeah, let's get this underway in just a moment. We're going to wait for maybe a few more people to join on here before we get officially underway. So we're going to start off with the Cup Series schedule. That's what we're going to be looking at first. We're going to look at the lap counts first, and then just the dates. And that's how we're going to do it. All right, so I think we're just about ready to go here. And yeah. All right, let's get this underway officially. Hopefully everything works. Okay, here we go. I think we're all good now. I'm just gotta make sure real quick, of course. So yeah, gonna be our first stream of the off season. Well, actually, it's technically the second stream of the off season because we had NASCAR Racing FedEx lobbies a couple of weeks ago. It's the season 3 schedule rundown. It's about to go underway. There we go. Okay. I think we're all right. We're good now. So here we go. So obviously we're going to start off with preseason Thunder. We're going to look at those schedules later on. So if you can see, yellow means a doubleheader race week. We're going to be going through the dates with that as well. So preseason Thunder started us off. Then we go to the Clash, and that's going to be at Long Beach, the Long Beach Street Circuit, that's where IndyCar races. We got a 10-lap heat race and a 30-lap main. So I haven't really announced. Nobody has really announced this, but it's kind of what people expect. So the drivers that are going to be locked in are the ones that made the playoffs and won last season in Cup. So that's how it's going to go, just like last season. So, and then you're going to have 3 drivers advancing from the heat race. All right, next up, obviously, first race of the Daytona 500, 100 laps there. Nothing really to say there. It's the usual stuff. Then we go to Phoenix Raceway. So Phoenix was racing in Season 1 for Cup. Then we didn't have a Phoenix race in Season number 2. Now it's back for Season 3, and it's going to be in that doubleheader with Las Vegas for race number 3. So we're going to still have all the mile and a half besides the Charlotte 600B 134 laps like usual. And then, yeah, so Phoenix and Las Vegas, the doubleheader race week there. So we're going to be taking a look at the dates for that later on. So then we head to Sonoma for the first road course of the season. No, it's gonna be useful. Don't worry, I'm gonna give some useful stuff out here. So Sonoma, that's a brand new track for the Cup Series. The Xfinity Series is also gonna take a trip there this season. So yeah, Sonoma Raceway in Southern California, 55 laps there. Then we go back to Miami. So this season it's not in the playoffs. Earlier in the season. So these are all Thursday races on down. I'm gonna just explain the rest of when the dates are in the dates portion of the schedule. And then we go to Atlanta once again, unusual spot in the schedule. Then we head to Richmond Raceway. That's a brand new track as well. 200 laps there at Richmond. So yeah, it's probably going to be a night race as well for Richmond. Then we go to Dover Motor Speedway. That's a track that's returning once again from Season 1 just like Phoenix. So it took a break from Season number 2. And yeah, we'll be open to questions after we explain everything else. So yeah, Dover Motor Speedway for race number 8 of the year. Then we go to Texas Motor Speedway, another brand new racetrack. That's a mile and a half. So that's just Texas. And then we go to the 10th race of the year, Martinsville. Also, I forgot to explain that we have 25 races for Cup now and 20 for Xfinity. And then we have 3 races for each round of the playoffs. We'll look at that later on. So yeah, then we go to Martinsville. That's earlier on in the season. Last season it was in the sorry, for the championship 4 cutoff. That was like race 19. Now it's race number 10. And that's going to be kind of in the middle of the regular season this year. So then we head to the All-Star race. That is at Road America. So the open race, which is top 3 advance, is going to be 8 laps. Then we go to the main event for 20 laps. That's Road America. So that's actually the Clash and the All-Star Race are both at road courses this season. One's at a street course, one's at a road course. All right, moving on to the next portion of the schedule, we got the Charlotte 600 like usual, 200 laps, basically the same spot in the schedule again. Normal stuff there. Pocono returns for a second straight season, 80 laps, nothing changes. Fontana is going to be race number 13 of the season. Usually the last two seasons it was kind of race number 2, 3 around that area, and now it's going to be race number 13, kind of in the middle of the schedule. Then we head back to Nashville. Nothing changes there. Usual spot in the schedule. Still going to be a night race. Then we go for the Brickyard 400 again, as usual, for the third year in a row. Then we go to Watkins Glen. Nothing changes there either. Then we go ahead to Kentucky Speedway. So that's a brand new racetrack on the schedule. 134 laps, just like all the other mile and a half races, except the Charlotte 600. And yeah, Kentucky is a track that has never been raced with the next-gen cars in real life, and it's going to be raced with them this year in Fedex. So then we get head to Daytona for the regular season finale, race number 18, 80 laps there. Nothing changes there. Still, for the third season in a row, Daytona is going to be your regular season finale. Then we head to the round of 12, and this is where it all changes up. So we got 3 races now for each round of the playoffs, including the championship 4. So we still got the round of 12, round of 8, and championship 4 for Cup. But then we start off with Darlington. That's the playoff opener this season. Then we head to Michigan for the round in the middle of the round of 12, race in the round in the my God, race in the middle of the round of 12. And yeah, 100 laps there for race number 20 in Michigan. So that's a brand new playoff race. Then we go to the Charlotte Roval for the round of 12 elimination race. That's going to be pretty chaotic, I would say. And then that's going to be your elimination into the round of 8. And then we had Chicagoland, brand new track in the playoffs. It was kind of in the middle of the regular season in season number 2. And now it's going to be race number 22 this year, 134 laps. Then we had the Talladega for the fall race in the middle of the round of 8. So once again, whoever wins in the round of 8 for your playoff driver, you immediately get locked into the championship 4. And then now you got 3 races to do that for the round of 8. Then they go to Bristol Motor Speedway. That is your championship 4 cutoff race, 250 laps. So we had Martinsville last season. We're going to be doing another short track this year, but this time it's Bristol. And then once again, for the second straight year, the championship is going to be at Kansas. That was one hell of a show last season, so hopefully that forms this year. And that's going to be your Kansas Championship race. All right, real quick, let's look through all of the dates, the stuff that's different. So you can see right here the doubleheader stuff. Then you can see the dates that are not Thursday. They're going to be listed on the side of all the other stuff. So the Daytona 500 is going to be on Saturday, like usual. And then Phoenix is going to be on Monday. This is the doubleheader. Just after the 2 days after the 500, so they're going to be right back to on-track action at Phoenix. Then we hit the Las Vegas that Thursday. We're going to have an Xfinity race that Wednesday as well. We take off Tuesday, and maybe even lobbies on Friday. So it's going to be a busy, busy week then. 2 Cup races in that week for the first time ever with this Thursday-based schedule. And then most of the normal stuff all the way down until Richmond, which doesn't have an Xfinity race that week. So that's going to be, we're going to be testing a Wednesday Cup race that week. So that's just going to be what's different. Then you can see all Thursday until the Charlotte 600 on Saturday like normal. Nothing really changes there from last season. Then we go down to the rest of it. No other dates other than Thursday, but you can see January 2nd. That's Darlington, and then 2025 on down. That's what it's pointing to, all the rest of the playoff races. All right, and then the championship race at Kansas is going to be February 20th. So we do take a week off between Bristol and Kansas. So I think our off weeks are going to be between, Sonoma and Homestead. That's your first off week, and then I think, if I'm looking down real quick, I think we got an off week with Christmas, so we take off between Daytona and Darlington, and then obviously between Bristol and Kansas. All right, so that's how it goes for the Cup Series schedule. Let's move on to Xfinity now. Go through this real quick. Should be a little bit quicker now. The Cup is what's going to take the longest. All right, so here we go. Xfinity Series schedule. So we're going to start off with preseason Thunder like usual. Then we have Daytona, same thing there. Las Vegas is going to be on Wednesday, even though it's in the middle of that Cup Series doubleheader thing. But it's still going to be Vegas on Wednesday, so nothing changes there. And then we hit the Sonoma Raceway for the first time in the Xfinity Series history. They go to Sonoma as well. And then we go to Miami for Xfinity again, 90 laps there. In Atlanta, Dover is going to be making a first appearance for Xfinity, race number 6 of the year, 100 laps there. And yeah, that's what we're going to be having then for race number 6. Martinsville is going to be race number 7. Once again, just like Cup, that's going to be out of the playoffs this year. 100 laps for Charlotte, the longest race of the year for Xfinity, just like Cup. And then Fontana is going to be race number 9, again, later in the season, just like Cup. So that's going to be kind of mirroring most of the Cup Series schedule. And then you got Nashville for race number 10, Watkins Glen race number 11. And then obviously Kentucky making its debut for Xfinity race number 12. Moving on to Daytona, that's the regular season finale for Xfinity as well. Then we go to round of 8. So you got, once again, 3 races for the round of 8 and round of 6, just like Cup. And then you got race number 14 at Darlington, the playoff opener. Michigan, just like Cup. And then Spa, we head back to Spa this season for race number 16. That's the round of 8 cutoff race. So that's going to be when Cup runs at the Charlotte Roval. So Xfinity is going to be running at Spa instead for 25 laps there for the second year in a row, doing an international race at Spa for Xfinity. Then we go to Chicagoland for the first race of the round of 6, Talladega, Bristol, and then Kansas for the championship. It's all the same for Cup through then. So the races that Xfinity is not going to be doing, that Cup is going to be doing, is Richmond, Texas, Phoenix, and then what else is it? I probably should have written this down. It was Nashville last season. Oh, it's not this year. Hang on. I think there's actually 2 more. Alright, I probably should have written this down. That would have been a smart idea. Alright, give us a second and we'll find this out. So yeah, once again, it's Phoenix, first one. Second one's going to be Richmond. Third one's going to be Texas. The fourth one, fourth one's going to be Pocono. And then the fifth one is going to be Indianapolis. All right, so yeah, those are your races that are not going to be on the Cup Series schedule. Okay, so that was your Xfinity Series schedule, the non-dates, and just the lap counts. Here is the dates real quick. So we got Daytona on Friday. We're going to be going through this preseason Speed Week schedule as well later on. That's going to include all this Xfinity stuff. And then looking on down, you got a Friday race at Charlotte, but the rest are a Wednesday that are not listed for dates. Then you look on here, and yeah, just 2 races that aren't on Wednesday, and they're both Friday. Daytona and Charlotte, just like last season, so nothing really changes there. All right, so moving on to the Triple Truck Trophy Championship. So we got 2 races that are the same, then 1 completely different race. So we're looking at Daytona for the first race of the year, August 9th, 2024, 50 laps there, just like last season. And then we go to Eldora for the middle race, October 30th, the day before Halloween, 75 laps then. So yeah, Eldora, the Dirt Derby, that should be fun. Looking forward to that. And yeah, it's going to be our first Truck Series dirt race that we're doing. We've done a dirt race for the Cup Series, but that was the Clash on Bristol Dirt last year. So this is going to be our only official points-paying league dirt race this season. And then we go to Talladega Super Speedway. 45 laps then, January 28th, 2025. That's going to be your Triple Truck Trophy Championship. So, yeah, Daytona and Talladega are both the same. Once again, Talladega for the championship, but Eldora is going to be your big change here. So, August 9th, October 30th, and January 28th are going to be your dates for this Triple Truck Trophy. And yeah, that's that. All right, moving on to the preseason Thunders. Actually, we're going to go through the preseason Thunder schedule first before Speed Week. So, here we go, Season 3 preseason Thunder schedule for the Cups. Probably should do Xfinity real quick. Xfinity Series, you got Daytona starting off with that. They're all going to be 1-hour sessions just like last year. We're going to start off with Daytona. This is going to be on Saturday night, July 26th. So coming up this month, not too far away from that. Just about, 18 days? So we're actually getting pretty close to this. Then we go to Sonoma Raceway for our road course there, and the Nashville Super Speedway, which is making its Xfinity debut this year. All right, moving on to Cup, we got Daytona, like usual. Then we got Richmond in the middle, so that's going to be a short track. And then we're going to be doing Kentucky Speedway for the final race, the final session of the night. And once again, they're both hour long, and this is going to be on the 27th of July. This is going to be on the 26th of July, so coming up in 18 and 19 days, so not too far away at all. All right, final schedule of the night before we go into questions and stuff like that. Here we go. It's Speed Weeks, and this is what a lot of people are going to be looking forward to. It's all going to start on July 26th with NASCAR, Iracing, Fedex, Xfinity Series, Preseason Thunder. We just looked at that schedule before, and then the Cup Series Preseason Thunder the day after July 27th. And yeah, that's going to be Friday for Xfinity, Saturday for Cup. So 3 hours of on-track action for both. All right, then we had the Clash from the NASCAR Iracing FedEx Cup Series at Long Beach. We talked about this before. And yeah, Clash is going to be on August 1st. And that is a Thursday at Long Beach. All right, next up we got, moving on to the Daytona stuff, we got NASCAR Iracing FedEx Cup Series Season 3 Daytona 500 opening practice. That's going to be August 5th. I believe, I just got to check real quick. I think that's on a Monday. August 5th. yeah, that's on Monday. So we're starting a day earlier than what we did last season for Speed Week. So yeah, August 5th, Cup Series opening practice on Monday. Then we go head to Xfinity Series opening practice on Tuesday, the next day, August 6th. Then we head to Cup Series second practice for the Daytona 500, and on August 7th, that is Wednesday. So first 2 days actually are just Cup Series and Xfinity Series practice, and then we start off with Wednesday with Cup Series practice. Then we have the SRX Iracing Fedex Series Season 3 Daytona race, 35 laps there on August 7th. That is on Wednesday. So this is the first ever SRX race we're doing at Daytona for Speed Week, so that's a brand new series we have, the SRX iRacing FedEx Series. So excited for that one, 35 laps then, so it's going to be kind of a short race, but SRX at a super speedway, that should be pretty interesting. So then we head to NASCAR iRacing FedEx Xfinity Series Season 3 Daytona Final Practice. That's on Thursday, August 8th, but the day before the Xfinity race. All right, then we have ARCA iRacing FedEx Series Season 3 Daytona Racing, 40 laps there, the third annual ARCA race. And for the Speed Weeks during Daytona action, so that's August 8th on Thursday night. Then we have NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series Season 3 Daytona 500 Final Practice, August 9th. That is Friday, and then Friday for Speed Weeks is, as usual, going to be the busiest day. Then we start off with Cup Series Final Practice with the Daytona 500. Then we head to the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Truck Series Season 3 Daytona race, and yeah, that's going to be the first race of the Triple Truck Trophy, 50 laps then on Friday night. Then directly after that, just like last year, we're going to have NASCAR iRacing FedEx Xfinity Series racing at Daytona, the season opener for them. 60 laps on August 9th, that Friday. And then we go to the Cup Series, the Daytona 500, August 10th on Saturday, 100 laps then for the Season 3 Daytona 500. That's going to be the main event. All right. So yeah, that's going to be the Daytona 500, August number 10th on Saturday. So we're going to have preseason, pre-race action going on probably about half hour before the race starts. No official times are scheduled, but it's going to be around 9 o'clock, I would say, for the green flag, 8:39, just like last year and the season before. So yeah, 100 laps then. All right. So we'll go through real quick, just going to like make a real quick look through of all the schedules. Going to do like 5 seconds on each, going to spend some time. And then you can put some more questions in the chat if you have them. I know some people wanted to ask some more questions through the schedule. So it can be anything. It could be about the schedule, anything else. Doesn't really matter. It just has to be about the league. And what's coming up in season number 3. So we're excited for season 3 coming up really soon. It's going to be fun. And yeah, looking forward to Speed Weeks coming up in about 18 days' time for Xfinity Series Preseason Thunder. We looked through that schedule before. We're going to look at it in just a second as well. And yeah, should be fun. Coming up in just a couple of weeks' time, so we should have lobbies as well before that, if I can fit it in. And yeah, so ask some questions if you got them. And once again, here is the final schedules, the Preseason Thunder stuff for this season. Off season is so long because we have to make all the schedules, got to get all the roster built. We got to do a lot of stuff. We're still not even done. So I mean, that's kind of the reason the off season is so long. And then it's just to give everybody a break from a grueling 6-month season. Like 6 months. We only got one off week all year last season for 6 months straight. All right. So you guys can ask him some more in the chat. I'll read them all and give some answers. So yeah, this is supposed to be kind of a short stream tonight. As we already look through all the schedule. No on-track action tonight, obviously. Usually we're usually able to just do racing, but whatever. All right, so I was gonna DM you this price, but did I? Yeah, I did. I said no because they're super speedway races, and that's kind of what the ban is. But whatever, that's that. So you can read the DM for more. All right. Any more questions? We're open to them for about probably 5 more minutes. Oops. And yeah, that was just the whole schedule for tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully we cleared up a bunch of other questions you guys had. All right. when we do the FCS 24 Hours of Daytona, I honestly would love to do that, but I'm just not in a position to be able to do that right now with like time, like resources as well. I would do that. I will do that once I can. I'm not sure if it's gonna be anytime soon, but I'm not sure. Will you be able to do preseason Thunder? I'll get back to that later on. Just put it in DMs so I remember. We gotta talk about that real quick with the officials, but. All right, open to some more questions on these last couple minutes of the stream for the Season 3 schedules rundown. And all the schedules are officially unveiled everywhere, finally. And yeah, you guys a couple more minutes for questions to be answered. So hopefully everybody's excited for this upcoming season. I know I am. I know a lot of the other drivers are as well. Looking forward to season number 3. Season 2 ended in insane fashion, as you saw with the championship. And yeah, we're looking forward to start yet another season of on-track action in the Nascar Iracing Fedex League. So we're going to be going to like 6:53. If I get no more questions until then, I'm going to just sign off here. And that's going to be the end of the stream. Wasn't meant to be a long stream at all. Only scheduled it for a half hour, and we can end a little bit early. It doesn't really matter. It's by far the shortest FedEx stream ever, I would say. Yeah, most of the races will start at 8 p.m. Eastern time this season, as usual. Probably won't change anytime soon. It's kind of just the most convenient time, I feel like. Especially for, well, not even most convenient, but for people living in like the West Coast, it's more convenient, and the 9 o'clock isn't convenient for Eastern time people, so it's kind of the most convenient for everybody combined, I would feel like. And that's the only really thing I can do. What race do you think you'll come back? So what was the ban? I don't know what it was. Like 8 months, so probably like 5 months left. Uh, maybe for the playoffs. Maybe January. Maybe around Darlington, Michigan, that area. I would say that should be when it's up, or maybe I think it's just after Christmas time. So yeah, around that area. That's what we talked about before. No, it was 8 months or 6 months. So wait, no, it was. I don't know. I'm pretty sure we all decided that it was going to be after Christmas, and the first race after Christmas is Darlington. First race week. I don't remember us lowering it. I'll check back on with all that, and I'll get back to you on that. All right, so it looks like no more questions, so that should just about do it for tonight. Once again, I hope you guys are excited for this season. And yeah, that was just all the schedule stuff. So if you missed all that, you can rewatch the entire stream. It's going to be posted once I end it. So yeah, that's going to do it. I'll see you guys in a couple of weeks back live here for NASCAR Iracing FedEx Cup Series, either lobbies or preseason Thunder for Xfinity. Good night.